Happy New Year, everybody! It is New Year's Day. Don't worry about that. It's nothing. Yeah, Thub here, and let's see. I found some stuff. I don't know where this video is going to go from here, but I felt like this was worth sharing. I ended up finding some product boxes. So that's the Switch one, this Star Wars Battlefront Limited Edition PS4 Pro. I don't think there's a big market for that, but whoever wants it, guaranteed will be stoked to find one. PlayStation DualShock, you don't see these every day. And then a gold iPhone 7 Plus. Oh! And 3 bags of chocolate chips. They're not actually chocolate. One of them's butterscotch and the other 2 are white chocolate, which I guess is technically. But more importantly, back here, check these out. That is exactly what it looks like. It doesn't really look like anything. You can't see. There. Yeah. So let's bring those inside. I've got a feeling they might be worth bringing inside. There we are. Quinn's over there playing some Halo. So this is, David has informed me, is the Walmart brand, but it's decent size. I wonder, it actually looks like the same size as that one, but it's probably not. It's probably just tricking me with the black border. And then this one is a Sharp Aquos, which is definitely a good one, but that's the one, like, we haven't tested either of them. So let's do that. Hey, Sonia.
That would have been perfect.
Alright, now we gotta test everything because it is difficult to know why they threw it out. Just from, yeah, we need to test all the inputs and whether it powers on. Doesn't look like it's got any cracks. So now let's plug something in. See? It works. What's first? HDMI?
Sure.
HDMI. I haven't actually tested this Blu-ray player yet, so not an ideal test bench. Not a big deal. Turns on. Okay. HDMI seems okay. Let's check the sound. Dedicated Netflix button. Cool. Oh, this is actually sweet. I only hear it from one side.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I think this is going to be a very difficult way to play this game. Alright, okay.
So what do you normally play this on?
A console? Okay, I clearly don't understand how to play this game. It's fine. We have a working Blu-ray player with a working remote and a working HDMI input, and both speaker sides work. So that's good. Now let's test the other thing. Yeah. So, power on. There we go. Holy, that looks really blurry. Does it have any... No. Seems to work just fine. That's really blurry.
That's baffling, yeah.
I mean... Works beautifully. We just gotta check the other inputs now. Probably not gonna... we can hang out again when we start testing the other one. So the only issue with that one over there, besides the fact that it's not a very good brand, is the power button is sort of dumb. You like... Oh, my arm's like doing the jiggle. I'm getting fat. I've got a bat wing. Well, people... Okay, the power button on that, you push it and then you have to wait for a moment to see if it does anything, and it doesn't necessarily respond every single time. So you might waste some time pressing it and then waiting and then nothing showing up and then pressing it again. It's kind of a frustrating experience. But it's big and it works. But this one I am much more interested in. Okay. Oh, it's got.
We have juice.
We've got Jews.
I said juice.
I know what you said. So, button testing. Where's the channel button?
Button work.
That's volume. That's channel.
I turned it off.
Oh, okay. Power on. Works there. Channel. Analog. Wait. Failed to receive broadcast. I mean,
You need to.
what about volume?
Volume works.
Well, I mean, the volume buttons work.
Well, they got rid of the white noise. Go to input 1.
Oh, uh-oh. What just happened? That's not good. Got a weird power cycle going. Power off right now? Okay, so it's doing a weird thing. It turned on and then it refused to do anything other than this. That's an error message, and we need to figure out what exactly it means to diagnose the problem. So, looks like we can either update the firmware, reset the TV to default settings, or might have to replace a part inside. We're gonna find out. I couldn't figure out what the what's wrong with that Sharp TV, which is a bummer because it is a nice TV. Still blown out. So unfortunately, given the cost of parts and everything involved, I think the best value for me would be just unloading it as parts. Now I have found a number of other things because it is a different day. I figure we might as well run through that. I'm gonna bring this stuff inside and then we'll go through it. Okay, so we'll start with the simple stuff. Most of the stuff on this table I found, like today or yesterday. Let's just begin. That's a bag of mulling spices. Just gonna save that till it's, mulling season. Or if I find a thing of red wine, maybe I'll just mull some wine. Unopened bag of hazelnuts. 2 things of Oreo baking crumbs. 3 of these boxes of Raincoast crisps. Bag of dried cherries. None of this stuff is open. 3 things of score. Oh, hold on a sec. I found all of these. 3 things of the score bits. 1 thing of mini chocolate chips. 1 thing of butterscotch chocolate chips. 2 things of white chocolate chips. Now this one is interesting. I hopped into the dumpster of a bread store, and they burnt like 2 batches of loaves this morning. So it was actually really nice because they were still warm from the oven. So it was kind of chilly, but like I got my hands on these on this bag of buns, and like I was so happy to get my hands on those buns. No, it was really nice. I was just going ham, like grabbing these fresh from the oven, like 1 bite, another bite, like just didn't even matter. Nobody's coming for these. And I saved this. It's like a raisin loaf. It's kind of dumb, but it went nice with my morning coffee. So that was fun. Then moving down the line, we've got 4 things of muffin or cupcake things, and it says it's superior quality and you don't need a muffin pan. We'll see about that. 2 bags of crystallized ginger and 2 bags of coffee. All this stuff is what is that? They're not like flavored, they're just like regular. This collection of I don't even know, we just got like a bunch of mixed snacks. A thing of ladyfingers. I've never actually tried these before, but maybe they're good. We'll see. And then I actually found 3 PS3 games. Final Fantasy 13-2, FIFA Soccer 10, and Armored Core 5. This is the only one that's actually worth anything. They might take it, Video Game Trader. The rest, these 2 are like straight donate. They're not gonna, nobody's gonna buy those. Oh, and then I also found this pair of boots, which are in pretty good condition. And I already tried to sell them at Plato's Closet, but they wouldn't take them because that's not really the style that Plato's Closet goes for. And then I tried them on, and it turns out they fit me perfectly, so I don't know why I didn't do that before. That means I can probably sell the winter boots that I have been rocking, because I bought a set on Kijiji and they don't actually fit super good, but I thought maybe the extra size would mean I could wear big puffy socks and be warm, but no, don't need that many pairs of boots. Oh, and then I also found another flat screen TV. So that's the one that wasn't working before, that's another one, and that's the one that needs to go on Kijiji. So that's a bit of a project that I am going to have to do something about. Anything is worth something if you've got enough of it, right? I do not want a collection of broken TVs. There's another thing, so I'll get this off the table and then we'll jump in, because I actually did a pickup. Oh, that reminds me, I did go to Plato's Closet again. I collected all of the stuff that I had that I thought they might be interested in, and threw it in a bin and went down there and got 18 bucks for stuff that I didn't really know how to sell otherwise, so yeah, that went fine. I'm reasonably happy with that. Now this, I actually went to pick up a game that's been on my list for a little while, and I'm not like a huge game collector, but I do like building up. Yeah, okay. We got Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the PlayStation 1. Yeah. Now, I like the idea of a disc-only copy because I plan to print off some DVD art and put them in DVD cases, because I don't really want a big collection for the PS1, and I'm all about that pimp factor, so for everything to be lined up in DVD cases rather than having a couple jewel cases sitting in the shelf, this I prefer. And Buddy also threw in a memory card because I didn't have one for the PS1 yet, so that's pretty sweet. Now, this box, however, he had a pile of stuff to get rid of and just asked me if I wanted some free stuff. And I said sure. So now I've got this. Most of this is not going to be good stuff, but let's just have a dig through, shall we? So these are just cases, like aftermarket cases, if you don't have the box. Civ 4. This is the one that stood out to me. It's a repro cart of Earthbound, so that's pretty neat. A cleaning cartridge for the Super Nintendo. A cable extender for the Super Nintendo. Looks like that thing needs a little love, but nothing your boy can't handle. The Mr. Men and Little Miss DVD collection. Wow. This thing's kind of cool. Color Science. It was a lot faster just to go through and separate them, and now I'll let you guys know what I found. Over here we have a box of PC games, 2 copies of Civ 4. Titles that stand out to me: Warcraft 2, Sonic & Knuckles Collection, and Heroes 5. Not because Heroes 5 was good, but because I played a lot of Heroes 3, and that was good. Oh, and super old issue of Nintendo Power. And Rocky. It's got a Donkey Kong poster and a whole bunch of Secret of Mana stuff. Kind of neat. I see why people collect this stuff. And then quite a few loose games. So one Xbox 360 one, and then a bunch of Xbox ones. Some PS1 games, which are not going to make it into my collection. A whole thing full of PS2 games. They're just basically what you'd expect for PS2 games. This is a stack of burned Sega CD games, a stack of PlayStation monthly thingies, and then a whole bunch of cases. Game Gear. Another CD case, which I'm going to keep, and some wires and stuff. Oh wait, we already talked about the camera. So other than that small stack of stuff, I'm going to put all of this up in one big listing for an auction in a Facebook group and see how much I can get back, which I think would be cool because, you know, $50 was a reasonable price for that game, but if I can get some of that investment back, then whoop whoop, a little bit of work. But I also found a couple laptops that don't seem broken, but they don't have the chargers. Those are out in the garage. Like so much stuff. It's outrageous how much stuff is out there. I wanted to add something else to this video, and I was going through the garage trying to think of what to do, and it's just, being out there is a stressful experience, and that's kind of what's been on my mind this week or this whole year. I feel like I want a clear idea of what I want to accomplish this year, and it's difficult to do that when there's just so much stuff around. You know, feeling a little stressed out with the huge mess that my environment and in some ways my life totally is. So I think in order to address that problem and actually know what I'm going to do for videos over the next little bit, I would like to do a mini series of just how I solve that problem. You know, the different piles of things, whether I fix them or scrap them or sell them or give them away or whatever it might be. There's plenty of projects out there, and it is time to either deal with them or throw them away. So, maybe we'll call it Drake's Hoard. You know, like a dragon hoard, except a dragon that's like really into trash. I think it should be a little fun for both of us, because I don't even know what I'm going to do with most of that stuff, but I'll figure it out. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts. I know some of you are just here for the trash picking, but it's something I got to get done, so hopefully it won't take too long. How are you feeling about this new year? You got goals, you got plans. Don't bite off more than you can chew, but you know, we should probably do something, don't you think? This video probably came in a little bit shorter than they have been recently. Here's an interesting. It's interesting to me. I kind of assumed that New Year's would mean lots of bottles out there, and then the time afterwards being totally dead on Kijiji because of people dealing with credit card debt or whatever. And I think I was wrong on both counts. There were not a whole ton of bottles. In fact, there was a little bit less this week, and I think that's because people decided to save up all of the bottles because they ended up with large piles of them, or they all collected together in New Year's Eve parties, and whoever was hosting the party decided to bring in the large amount of bottles and cans that they had rather than just throw them out like they may normally have. Whatever the reason, that's all speculation, but there was definitely less bottles and a heck of a lot more people at the bottle depot. Every time I went this week, it was just lined up down the street. It was ridiculous, and they were upset and swearing, and I'm like, well, I guess you don't come here that often. This is your fault. And then the other thing, the Kijiji thing, I thought it was just going to be dead. But I've had a bunch of calls about things that I've had listed for a while, and I just thought was dead stock. So apparently that's not true. In fact, it might even be the opposite. Might even be true. So I'm going to spend this evening's free time listing stuff on Kijiji, at least as much as I can find that doesn't need too much fixing right away, because I have a feeling this weekend will be totally fine. Hope you're feeling the same. Hope you're leaving it better than you found it. And for 2019, let's keep doing the thing.